Hello my beautiful circus monkeys, Dr. Drake here, and I've returned to bring you a reasonable explanation for our lack of decent content over the last month. And trust me, there's an interesting explanation. Now, as you've noticed, we've spent the last few weeks posting videos of dubious quality and in an obvious cue fashion. Not that this content has been Netflix B-movie bad, but we simply didn't have time to make more. The truth is, aside from dealing with an Arctic apocalypse worthy of a Roland Emmerich film,
Close the door!
I was away from home for about 2 weeks during the Christmas season. As some of you already know, I'm married. Now my wife, who you will likely not see in any of the videos on this channel, is not part of the circus sideshow industry. In fact, she has a much more lucrative and professional occupation.
Yeah, say, boy, the chase is the best part.
Where did that clip come from? That's not the one I wanted. Mia Sposa is in fact employed by one of the largest tax companies in the world, and as of spring of 2024, that's last year, she relocated temporarily to Pennsylvania. Her purpose in the land of Ben Franklin, cheesesteak sandwiches, and Bam Margera is to work toward more excelsior levels of tax bureaucracy and to secure a promotion and raise in salary. So with Christmas approaching and our show officially wintered for the year, the Countess and I undertook a pilgrimage to Pennsylvania to spend the holiday together as a family. En route, we passed through the town of Cumberland, Maryland, where I pointed out the strange place I had dreamed of as a child. In case you've never been, Pennsylvania's a pretty great place to live or visit. While we were there for 2 weeks, we had the opportunity to see some really great and interesting things. Of course, there's Gettysburg, site of the most famous battle of the Civil War, in case you're into history. If not, there's a whole state to explore with shopping, amusement parks, and more biomes than a cursed Minecraft creative world. Just a mile from where we were staying was the largest bobblehead in the world. Seriously, this thing is in Guinness, so of course, as a very humble and in no way bombastic and fustian content creator, I had to take the opportunity to do some filming. We visited a Cabela's, and took in all of the amazing taxidermy they had on display, set up in artistic scenes depicting the animal's natural environment. We also rode a carousel, because why wouldn't we? The same day we stopped by a Priority One Surplus, a huge army surplus store just down from the Cabela's. While we were there, we certainly did not purchase a large quantity of military equipment and survival rations for the upcoming alpacalypse. Of course, I ended up driving my wife insane by engaging in a 30-minute conversation with the clerk about Prohibition-era firearms. It wasn't all just sportsman-like pursuits, though. You see, within the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania lies a town called Reading. Or Rating. Or Reading. I guess it really depends on if you live there or not. Now, Reading has given some interesting things to the world. Godiva chocolate, Taylor Swift, the Reading Railroad. It's also the home of one of the few brick-and-mortar magic stores left in this country, the Mingus Magic Shop. This phenomenal purveyor of prestidigitation products has been around for almost 80 years, and boasts workshops for magicians, magic performances, and sells everything from beginner props to bespoke equipment for the most accomplished of illusionists. If you're a magician of any skill set and love the idea of buying yourself face-to-face from a respectable and experienced dealer rather than from Wish.com, just hop in your car and drive to Mingus Magic Shop. You won't be disappointed. There, Countess Shadow purchased several items for her show, new and mystifying tricks, many of which will be featured in her performances in the 2025 season. What did the Countess procure from a retailer of some of the finest magic props in the industry? You're just gonna have to wait and see on that one, guys. Anywho, with Christmas over and our adventure at an end, we return to our lovely and pined-for home in the Skid Row of Mordor. Shortly after returning to Kentucky, and with every intention on filming for our channel, we were distracted by paperwork for the circus. Now, as I'm going to explain in an upcoming video, Uncle Sam hates the circus. and running one is expensive and requires more bureaucracy than applying for an oil drilling permit in downtown Brooklyn. Then, we were slammed with a winter storm that dumped a mountain of snow upon us, and lowered temperatures until we felt like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining. At the time of recording, that was over a week ago, our water pipes burst and we're still fairly well glaciated as I speak. When's it going to melt? Apparently not anytime soon, as we are staring down the barrel of another winter storm that threatens to knock out power and deliver even more snow and ice.
Well, sir, we've got ourselves a classic nor'easter meeting a classic sou'wester. Overnight, expect rain, turn into freezing rain, turn into sleet, turn into snow, and then melting in the summer.
I guess it was a good thing we expanded our paranoid prepper pantry after all now, wasn't it? So now you see why we've been busy at such a seemingly dull time in our schedule. We'll be filming and posting new content soon enough, so keep it tuned in right here, folks. Until then, this is Dr. Drake, and this concludes our broadcast day. So long and good night, circus monkeys.
Singing, where'd you go?